All right, so on to finance, starting on page 28. Basically, the director's only, there's no operating budget for the director, so any increase is all salary, and that's it. The next page, page 29, is Department of Finance and Administration. That's the accounting and all of the finance people. We've kept the same operating budget on that too. So the only thing we have are increases, salary increases, and there are some additional salary increases in here. Some of my salaried staff, and the idea is to bring the salaried staff up to the level of, to where they're commensurate with the non-salaried staff whose work they're reviewing and who they're working with. And I've got a pretty new staff, but they're all, I've had turnover in the last few years, and many of my people left for better salaries. I'm trying to hang on to this new staff. I've got a new staff, and they're all really good. They're doing a great job. There they are. They're the only ones in this room other than us.
Well, I think we have to start thinking about the competition.
Right.
In order to keep good people, whatever that corporation and that we're weighing things with, we have to have our salary level increase to keep good people here to do good jobs.
Right.
If you don't, you're going to get people that can't do the job, but we fill in a position.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we don't want.
Well, and yeah, you lose institutional knowledge every time somebody leaves. Somebody else has to come in completely from scratch and learn governmental accounting. So, yeah.
Piece of cake.
Right.
Oh, governmental accounting, I think
Yeah.
there's a D in that.
And our grant accountant is handling, he came in here thinking he was going to handle about 15, 20 grants in the ARP grant. And he's got, let's see, he's got 58 grants in addition to ARP. And he's handling $100 million in grant revenues right now. So he's doing a lot more than he expected to be doing.
Thank you.
Mark's back there, Mark Matlock. Other than that, any questions on finance? Next page, yeah, payroll. Payroll is the next page. We're just, the only thing that's different on the payroll page is we added about $500 for more training, and you see we didn't use this year's training. That's because we've been short-staffed pretty much the whole year, and we finally got 3 people on staff, and we're trying to encourage them all to get certified and to just continue their education and training. And we also need some money in there for just keeping up with law changes and things like that. So that's the only change to the payroll budget. You want to show you the graph? Okay. Looks, on the graph, it looks like we're pretty much level. And most of that is because of gaps in staffing, So we spent less money this year than we thought we would because we had some openings during the year in a few of the positions, so across the payroll and finance. Next, we have the purchasing department. I thought I'd call Jeannie Ardillo up for the purchasing department. She can talk about some of the things she's doing.
Hello. This was one of the positions that was vacant.
Lisa said, it was vacant till about the middle of April. So I came from a government background, government accounting background too, so the position interests me because it needed a lot of changes and upgrades. So some of the things that started was a process analysis, and we moved towards electronic record management and contract management. This is obviously with the directions and guidance of Teresa's helped me, Lisa's helped me, everybody's helped me. And we updated the purchasing thresholds, which gave way to a lot of efficiency in paper and time for the staff, and brought us up to parallel third-class cities. Sorry, I'm nervous, I never come up here. And I don't want to forget anything because there's been so much. We started the utilization of a PenMid platform, which gives us access to a lot of vendors and helps open up more competitive bidding. We also have, let's see, the PenMid, record management, and we also are awaiting an update or in the process of updating our Finance Plus accounting system so that the current purchase order system can tie into our accounting system, giving us tighter internal controls over purchasing as well. So, and I want to get so I can analyze some commodities and work on bulk pricing and some piggyback pricing with maybe some other nonprofit organizations that are close to us. So there's lots of work and lots of updates that can be done to this position and this department, which is me.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeannie.
See, that nervousness was all for nothing. She runs here, I'm out of here.
Okay, so the next department is, I didn't flag it, general government,
Yep, page 62,
page 62.
page 22 in your council.
This is page 22 in your council book. If you don't have it with you, it's on the screen. Yeah, and this basically backs up the general government budget. We calculated everybody we knew would be turning over for the employee payouts, and then calculated a number of other people. We don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know how many people will be turning over in January, so we wanted to make sure we had enough money in the budget for that. So, well, we did this budget at the end of October. Right. Yeah, hopefully, we just put a little bit of extra in this budget for things that might occur. Seasonal, let's see, we've got unemployment. That's just an estimate based on prior experience. Professional services. We've got audit fees, Berkheimer, employee services, legal services. The solicitor's office is paid out of here, or the solicitor's salary. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, forever. Yeah. No, they're pretty much they've got it down. They've got all the townships and cities in western Pennsylvania that I know of. I don't know how far their reach is, but yeah, they're the experts on that. Yeah, the solicitor's salary is paid out of the legal services in the general government. The security's paid out of here. We have to do a industrial appraisal inventory this year. And the housing study's still in here. Education and training, this is used for all the departments if they exceed their education and training budget, or if we have something that's citywide that needs to be done. I know we're going to be doing a little bit of training with the new software once it's up and running. Then we've got 4059 other services and charges. We've got our bond fees, our security software, bank fees, miscellaneous legal and audit fees that come through, PA League of Cities, the public Wi-Fi, Quantella, US Conference of Mayors, Emergicare. And then we've got our risk management. This is the amount that the general fund pays the risk fund for all the liability insurance, all the items in the liability insurance section. Contingency, like I said, part of that's for salary increases because we don't know what they're going to look for, and just anything else unexpected that might pop up. Fair housing, 15,000, EMTA, cable access, CAM. The Erie Zoo gas is in here still, and we discussed that. We don't know what's going on with the zoo, so we put their entire budget in there, and we're also paying their insurance out of the risk fund. So those two items might not be spent next year, depending on what goes on with the zoo properties.
They claim that DNR thing is just a rubber stamp when they come in, but kind of silly for us to pass something over their heads before they tell us it's okay. That's basically telling us.
Okay. The regional chamber, with the regional chamber, it's 50,000 this year. It's 25 last year. There was 25 in the general government and 25 in the economic development budget, and we moved it all into one budget.
You don't happen to know how much Erie County has to pay, do you?
Erie County,
Well, the county.
for the regional? No, I don't.
I thought EMTA got a lot of state and federal grants. Are we still giving them that kind of money?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. Well, their operating budget keeps going up like ours does. Can you scroll up, please?
These buses are just loaded with people.
Okay. Is that it? Or the next page? Oh, okay, that's everything?
The League of Cities, is
Yeah.
that for membership or just traveling to and from when they have functions?
That's just the membership. Yeah.
Do we utilize that very much?
Well, we try to. I mean, they've just got an education platform up and running that we're looking at, being able to log on and do classes and things like that. And we just hosted the conference here, and a whole bunch of us went.
I've been to like at least, we just went to an event 2 years ago. I've been to at least 3 or 4 of their events. It's really, really helpful. And John, the president of it, like, I have his cell phone number. I ask him like personal questions. Not personal, I personally ask him questions.
They
I don't know
also,
anything about his personal life.
You know to get into it.
and they also send us emails with new developments and
Yeah,
legislation that we need to maybe chime in on,
yeah, they're really important.
things like that. Any questions on general government? Okay, capital. The capital budget is on page 86, and I brought handouts because we actually had our budget meeting, our capital budget meeting on the 12th of November, which was after the budget was done. pass these around. Kathy?
Thank you.
There's two, one for you, one for Jack. So, the first column, with all the orange highlights on it is 2025, and all the orange highlighted things are already spent, or I just noticed I had some blank columns highlighted too, but all the orange highlighted columns are spent and the peach highlighted columns are in process. And I think after we did this, the interceptors, the 5 interceptors were ordered. So all of this is happening in '25, the 2.189.
Those 3 police cars,
5,
3 got wrecked up.
well, I think at least one of the ones that got wrecked will get replaced out of the risk fund because we'll be, getting insurance money for it. The person that was responsible for the accident, but yes. So the next column's 2026. Big ticket item is probably about 8 lines down. It's the rescue pumper, 1.6 million. That will be coming in next year. We ordered it several years ago. And pretty much takes up our entire budget. If we take the water reserve money that we didn't take in 2022, 2023, and take the amount that we're eligible for in '26, if you look at the bottom of this, those top 3 numbers add up to 1.794 million, almost 1.8 million. And that would take care of, that's what we thought we could use for capital this year. Once we had our meeting, we found out that our needs are more like 3.6 million. Which is the total of the 2026 column. So we have the rescue pumper, we need a tow truck for the garage. Parks needs a skid loader. The police locker room project, which we've been moving to the next year for as long as I've been doing the capital budget, we just keep moving it off. We really want to get it started next year. Every year, we need to buy 5 interceptors for the police. Those are the frontline patrol cars. And those run 24/7, 365, so the life on those isn't as long as a standard car. Let's see, we've got building maintenance, we put 150 in there. Don't know what that is yet, but something always comes up. The elevator, I saw one of the elevators is down right now. And the boiler and associated other things. We've got...
Put some, has anyone ever considered redoing the heating, air conditioning system for chambers? But sometimes it's freezing here, sometimes it's hot. Today is perfect.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the entire building. When it was so hot down here, it was really cold upstairs. So
It's a building.
yeah, it's the whole building.
Okay.
And I thought they rehabbed it
65.
a couple of years ago, in 2020. They took it down and did a major overhaul to it,
Yeah, okay.
but obviously, there's still more work to be
I
done.
just want to know what days to visit, that's all.
Yeah, we should have a website with the temperatures in all the different offices.
I'll be zooming, man.
So, okay, we've got the associated, the building maintenance. We've had this next one, City Hall gates and EPD fencing improvement project. We've had that in the budget for several years now, and we keep moving it to the next year, so. Yeah. Let's see, a utility truck for Public Works, we pretty much need one of those every year. Just due to wear and tear. And the same thing with the tandem trucks and the single axle trucks. Those are just wear and tear on the streets vehicles. You know, the plow trucks, the dump trucks, all of those. And in order to keep a fleet running, we just thought we like the idea of just buying them every year. We're talking about leasing them and getting them all at once and doing lease payments on them. That way we know it's coming. So the whole budget comes up to 3.6 million. And if you look down below, we've got estimated at the end of the year an additional 704, the first three items I already talked to you about from the Water Reserve Fund.
Right.
That is allotted to capital by ordinance. The ARP interest is, that'll be remaining in the account, maybe by the end of the year, it'll be about 742,000. So we can use that. And since we did the bond issue, we can pay for the Miller Brothers roof out of the bond issue now. And channel that money into the capital budget. That'll give us 3.6 million, which is what we need to fund this budget.
The bond?
No, by moving the Miller Brothers roof and paying for it out of the bond instead of paying for it out of capital.
Yeah, I think that's real obvious. Like, we should definitely do that, like, next
Right.
meeting if we can.
Yeah. So we did a
Or, did we do it already?
resolution.
We already did that.
We did a resolution to pay for it out of capital.
Oh, we should change that next meeting.
Right, we already moved the money into capital to pay for it out of capital, but yeah, we could just do a transfer resolution.
Yeah, if we could next meeting, that'd be good.
Okay. So, any other questions about capital?
No,
No? All right, that was our last
we're done.
budget.
All right, good game, everyone.
And seeing that we didn't have any changes, well, we had two changes, one for $2,000 taken out of the council because we had the president's raise in there twice. And then we missed
For next year.
for next year, not
Back pay.
sorry. So we did that, but we also forgot to put a $2,000 raise into the Economic Development Department. So we thought to just transfer that and call it a wash.
Yeah.
So,
In the Economic Development Department, is that where Chris Groner was?
no, that's where Debbie is.
Debbie.
Debbie Smith,
Leave it alone enough.
yeah. And that was one of her people that's already in the budget. Okay,
Thanks.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Chuck.